You're listening to the Learn to Relax podcast. If you're a first-time listener, welcome. If you've been following on from episode 1, I like to start by asking you to just take a moment and think about how your sleep has benefited from meditation. The benefits might not be noticeable just yet, and that's perfectly normal. It can take a while to change something we do every night. But if you keep going, you'll find that sleep gets gradually easier. You might still have bad nights sometimes, or nights where sleep is harder to reach. Don't worry about these. Just keep trying to find time to meditate. Don't let it faze you. Remember, we are all on our own journey to better sleep, but tonight, let's focus on right now. This time, we'll begin with a relaxation exercise to get us ready for our sleep story. We're going to slowly work our way through the whole of your body, tensing and relaxing every muscle as we go. So, lie back and follow my voice as I guide you through the exercise. Starting at the feet. Clench up all of the muscles in your feet, your toes, everything tense. Really squeeze. And then let it go. Back to relaxation. Feel the difference in your toes and your feet. And moving up to the calves, tense up those muscles. And let them go. And now the thighs. Tense the big muscles in the thighs, in the quads. Really squeeze them. And relax. As we move up the body, remember to keep your breathing steady and regular. When you're ready, tense all the muscles in your belly. Tighten your core up. Squeeze. And release. Now for the hands and fingers. Clench them up as tight as you can into little fists. And let go. Now the forearms. Tense. And relax. Now up to the biceps. Tense those muscles. And let them go loose. Moving on to the neck now. Tighten your neck as much as possible. And relax. And finally, your head. Lift your head slightly off your pillow and hold it there. Keep holding. And let it sink back into the pillow. Allow your whole body to feel the benefit of this exercise. Lying there, feel your weight sinking into the bed. tonight's sleep story, we're taken to a remote location. High up in the mountains of Snowdonia. Wales is a beautiful country, especially in the winter, when the snow covers the mountains like a dusting of icing sugar from the sky. You're lying in a small, single-person tent. You're very high up, probably halfway up one of the mountains. And outside the tent is a spectacular view. Mount Snowdon lies directly ahead, towering above any of the other mountains in the area. How glorious it looks, rising over the night like a great looming figure, a huge shadow in its wake. But you aren't looking at this incredible view right now. You're in your tent. It's cold and rainy outside, but in here, you are toasty warm. You're wrapped in a snug sleeping bag, and on top of you lie 3 thick, woolly blankets. You couldn't be any cozier if you tried. But as dark as it is out here, you don't need light to appreciate the beauty of your surroundings. Your ears tell you all there is to know. The gentle pitter-patter of rain on the tent's roof is such a calming sound. It bounces off the top and slides down the sides, only to land in the mud with a slight plop. You listen to the rain for a long, long time. Who knows how long? It could be minutes, or it could be hours. In the distance, you hear something calling. It sounds like a goat. Its voice seems to be distorted by the vast mountain range, the sound bouncing off many walls of stone before it reaches you. Although distant, the sound comforts you greatly. It reminds you that, out here, you're not alone. There are hundreds of thousands of creatures surrounding you, sharing this incredible night. There are the goats, with their loud and frequent calls. You imagine them roaming about the mountainside, free to go wherever they want, do whatever they please. Then there are the owls. Their voices are faint, but they reach your keen ears all the same. The sweet sound of their calls is music to your ears. What are they saying, you wonder? If only you knew. Then, of course, there are the insects. Although the smallest, it is the sound from these tiny creatures that you appreciate most. Inches from your ear, outside the thin tent, you can hear a grasshopper playing its lonesome song for all to hear. All around the tent, in fact, there are sounds of insects to be heard. The grasshoppers, the buzzing from little tiny flies outside. Even, if you listen very closely and very intently, the crawling of the ants. And in your tent, with serene Snowdonia all around you. You begin to close your eyes. You are so very tired after your day of climbing this mountain. You deserve a rest. Your breathing slows down, in and out. You allow a sense of calm to wash over you, and you start to drift off, your head lolling to one side. And now, with this tired feeling, allow yourself to drift off into a deep, relaxed sleep.